Hi, so I'm recording this video to show you what the best way to approach this class and to be successful and to minimize your workload. Okay, because there's a lot of work to do in this course. It's a 4 credit math course, so I understand. So I'm here at Canvas, and you'll see the recent announcements there, and you click those and look at those. You also see this to-do list, and while I know this is my sandbox course, so I don't have the current semester up, but you'll get the idea. Now, use the to-do list as a check to make sure you did everything. However, it's insufficient just to look at the to-do list. Okay, people miss a lot of resources that I have available, and that I remember the thing I said. This is to minimize your workload, and people aren't this summer especially. They weren't using me to the advantage. So what you do is click on modules. I mean, there's a number of ways to get to modules, and then there's this week 0 that I'm hopefully you've already looked through, or you will shortly. In order to continue with the course, you have to complete this first day of class important questions, just to make sure you understand the add drop deadlines, what money you can get back. You get many. You take it once, you'll see all the answers, and if you feel you need to take it again, you can, but you certainly don't have to. Okay, what that'll do though, that tells me that you've seen those deadlines, so there's no questions later on. And then after that, week 1 will open up. Let me go do this quiz because I'm in here as a student, and that way week 1 will open up, and we can proceed from there. So I took the quiz. I had opened it up. I actually got full credit on it, which is a good thing. And here's what happens each week. Now, one of the most important things you want to look at each week is click on that week 1 overview, because what I'll have on it is I'll have what to do, what to read and watch. Usually I'll say if there's a quiz, I'll have that first, and I'll tell you whether that's out at MyOpenMath or here in Canvas. So do that. My advice is, you've just spent all the week before doing the work. The quiz covers last week's work. So get that quiz done and out of the way right off the bat. So that way you can proceed. I open up each week on the Saturday before it starts. So, you can get yourself working ahead this first weekend, and I think it's Labor Day weekend. That way you could be done and just have the rest of the week to fill in the holes of that. And then when the new week opens on the Saturday, you could be working ahead rather than playing catch up at the end of the week, which often happens, because life gets in the way. So here's what I do. So in the textbook, I say, go skim through the sections, make sure you see what I have. And then my recommendation is, even though you don't get graded in the textbook and the exercises, do these questions. This will speed your online work along. You'll have work on paper that you can use during quizzes and exams. You'll see in a minute that MyOpenMath does have videos for most of the questions, but to look at a problem, I have to watch a video, then go back and do the answer or the question maybe a couple of times to get it right. It's going to take a lot of time. Whereas if you've struggled through that once, that'll help you out. Now, you don't have to. You're not going to turn any of this work into me. It's totally up to you whether you do it. I'm glad to help you do it. And then what you can do is you can find the answers out here at the textbook's website. In fact, you can download a PDF of the whole textbook. I recommend you do that. It looks really good here. I got a copy of it downloaded. So I'm using that Foxit Reader, but Adobe Reader works too. And what you do is here's the, like for the section 1, here's the chapter you can skim through, and then here are the exercises. Okay, any of these odd numbered exercises now the back of the book has answers, but it's just the answer. If you want to see how it's done, you can come back here and you see these detailed solutions. You can download the whole book, or you can download each chapter individually. Same thing, you download each chapter individually. I would do the PDF and not the doc. You don't need to edit it. So here are the answers. Let's look at chapter 1 answers and see. I don't know if Dr. Lippman did this or Melanie Rasmussen did this, or if grad student did it. I suspect grad student did it because there's some incorrect answers in this. Sometimes they fix them, sometimes they don't. You know, that's the trials of using free materials, right? It doesn't get quite the same. It doesn't get quite the same look over. So you see, like here's these difference quotients gives people a hard time. So, you know, here's a detailed solution. Granted, it's not a video. If you can read through a text and figure it out, and that's faster than doing a video. But, you know, I've also got a lot of these things done in video. And if you ask, I can find them and post them for you in the discussion forum. While I'm talking about my video, and I don't have it, you know, I don't think I have it in this Sandbox course. I've changed this to having flipped video. So I'll have my flipped classroom for the week, and that it'll be linked in here, or it'll be in the modules itself. They're me, you know, am I a great lecturer? I don't know. Sometimes I am, I think. I've been told I am, and sometimes I'm not. They're there for you can try it. MyOpenMath has a lot of videos, as I said. But we'll get to MyOpenMath in a minute. So here's the questions you can do out of the textbook that don't. Actually, I think you only have to do 1, 2, and 3, section 1, 2, and 3 this week on the updated course. I got to change this around. Okay, and so MyOpenMath. So what's graded week 1? There's no quiz. You'll have those MyOpenMath assignments to complete. Those are graded, and then you get 2 discussion forum posts to do. The first one needs to be done before Saturday night at midnight. Remember, the weeks go Tuesday through Monday. So I make the first one due Saturday night, because what I'm trying to do with this, not let students wait until the last day to do all the work, because they won't get it done, or they'll do it shoddily. You know, I'm trying to get you folks to work ahead, not procrastinate too much. You can do both of them before Saturday if you want. You know, what makes a good discussion forum post? Well, generally, you can show your work to MyOpenMath questions if you want. You don't want to just paste the result from MyOpenMath. You want to show how you got there, and that can be done with you know, done on paper and snap the picture and upload it. And I've got a video on how to do that. I'll go back to there before I leave this video, as long as I remember. Okay, or you can do one of the even numbered exercises out of the book. I hesitate to say, you know, I'm going to give you credit for doing an odd numbered exercise, because you've got all the detailed solutions. So what's the point? Take a risk and do something you don't have the answer for. I'll show you how to do it right or wrong. You get the points right or wrong. I'm just trying to get you ready for quizzes and tests. So that's why I recommend that. I recommend you do an even numbered exercise out of the book. Do problems that challenge you. Don't do easy questions. I mean, if you're challenged with the easy questions, by all means, you can also ask help for those. You know, anything you say, hey, I don't know how to do this problem. Ideally, here's what I tried, and I can help you, point you in the right direction. I've had people just say, I don't know what I'm doing with this, and I will either show you how to do it, or another person will. And that can be MyOpenMath or textbook or whatever. It's just about interacting with the math. I mean, you'll see here in this week 0, I don't have it here. I have what makes a good discussion forum post. And go check that out. That's what's happened. I guess I should update my Sandbox course here so it includes that material. Okay, so and here's the discussion forums post. You see it. Well, this is old, obviously, but that was a Saturday night, and that was a Monday night. Okay, so and then as I've written somewhere else, Canvas and MyOpenMath aren't talking very well these days. So I've got to have you go out to MyOpenMath and do the work there. So while I'm at that, why don't I show you how to get to MyOpenMath? I've already made a video here. Let me go back. I've already made a video about how to do that and how to register. Maybe I'll pause this, go back to the current semester so you can see what I'm talking about here. Yeah, so what I have in the FAQ, you should read that. I've got this post here that I made about what makes a good discussion forum post. And I've made examples. I've given you some examples of where it works great, what's missing, okay? So it's worth your time to take a look at that. See, like this person just did a screenshot of their work. I'm not going to give you any points for that because you've already got the correct points for out at my open math. So you got to give some work. I mean, it doesn't have to be much. I mean, um, see, this person just gave me an answer. I was getting, well, I get it figured. This is what 6 weeks into the course. So when they're going to say, they just give me answers, make sure you identify where the problem's coming from too. I mean, if like this person said section 3.8 number 8, I wasn't sure if it was from the textbook or from the my open math, so I had to go dig through that, and I see that he did. So she, I didn't do that. Okay, so I guess that's how to long enough there, how to get your points. Just big thing is challenge yourself. Don't just treat this fluffy, because the good posts, if we build a good discussion forum post, if people are taking a quiz and they say, I'm lost with this, let's see what other people did with similar questions. Okay, do that. Oh, one last thing before I leave this about posts. Please don't post answers, or I don't ask questions or post answers from exams. Somewhere I wrote that. Yeah. Well, if not, I'm going to add it to it. Yeah. Don't post questions about exams. Email me them. Okay. Don't post them here, because you might be done with the exam or quizzes, but other people aren't. You want to give them the chance to show their stuff. Okay. This comes back from many years ago. I had back before I had the ability to give multiple versions of a quiz or an exam. I just used to post a static one. Somebody, for some reason, posted their whole work to one of the exams, and I don't know, I was disappointed. So that's the fallback from that. I deleted it, but who knows who saw it. So don't post questions. I mean, if this question like when is it due, well, that's different. But if I don't know how to do this problem, can you show me how to do it? Email me. Okay. Let's go out to my open math. Maybe that will help you too. Here, let me pause this. I'll get into my open math as a student, and we can look at that. So I'm out at my open math, and as a student, and here's our current semester, the fall semester. Here's that intro to my open math that I talk about in the week 0 one. I do this if you want, or if you don't. I won't ding your points if you don't do it. It's just how do you answer questions? How do you enter the math into it to get it right? My open math's a little picky. Most online homework sites are picky about entering in the right form. This is one reason, if you read the rest of the course materials, I say try all the questions, get at least a 70, I'll write you in as full credit. That is, sometimes you enter in a correct answer, but math isn't recognizing what you do. Sometimes math is broken. Doesn't happen often, but there are some questions there. I try to weed them out, but there's always ones I miss. What else can happen? Or sometimes you're just plain wrong. Usually that's what happens. If you're going to get something wrong, it's just plain wrong. One thing, well, why don't I do this? I think domain and range, I think in section 2 here. Let's start this. Here, you can navigate these. See this now. This one doesn't have a video attached to it, and you can message me here, and I'll get a notification. I mean, if it's a quiz that I've got hosted out at my open math, please use that. If you do it here, I'll answer you, but you won't get points for posting the discussion forums asking for help. So, use this, but know that if you haven't done your discussion forum posts, you're missing out on some points. And in the wild discussion forum posts, you're only 10% of your grade. Every point counts in the end, right? Which you can navigate these problems this way. You can do the drop down. It'll show you what you got right, show you what you got wrong, what you still got to work on, or you can also flip to the next one. Okay, here's a video. Is this me? I don't think this is me. A lot of these my open math questions are not me. Some of them are. Here. So I want to flip back here, and you can answer it. Let's see, what is the domain here? So let me show you this. Let me get it on. So the domain is x can't be 0. So what if I screw that? Because I can't divide by 0, right? If I select that and get it wrong, see, I got it wrong. I don't have any points for it. And I could go back and try it again. See how I've lost a third of a point? If you want to get it all right, get a similar question and you get a fresh shot at it, your old grade goes away. Okay. All right. So that's my open math. And what I'll do is it on Tuesday of the next week, after the weekends, or it might be a little bit later than that if I'm running behind, I'll pull the grade that you get here into Canvas. It won't automatically update. Okay. So that's one reason why back here, you might not, is there any to-do lists yet? Okay, so there are some to-do lists. If you just rely on the to-do list, you might miss some of those features that I've made available for you. So, do what you want. I can't make you do anything, but I would hesitate to rely on the to-do list. Okay, make sure you go see what I've got available. Okay, I guess that's good. I mean, because I've got videos about, how do you make here, let me come back here to the FAQ. I've already got videos about how do I show math online in Canvas. I've got this video about using Imager website. I mean, if you use Reddit at all, that's a way to do it. Sometimes if you're a high school student, sometimes you're using a school issued device. Sometimes they block Imager. So if that's the case, there are other ways to do that. You're probably more up on how to get images online than I am, but this works well. A phone, if you're taking pictures of if you work on phone, often Canvas rotates that image. Imager fixes that. So a great site. I'm gonna be sad when Imager leaves or when it goes down because I find it very useful. Not so much Reddit, but Imager is good. Okay, so let's see. I guess that's it. Oh, last thing, if you need live help, I'm here to help you. I want to help you. You click on that link, right? It's right here. You click on that link. It opens up Calendarly. And yeah. And for example, this summer, so today you have to plan ahead by 12 hours. Okay. I do that so I can plan my day out. So like for tomorrow and Thursday, I don't have any times because I'm at a conference. Friday, I should have the couple hours. Yeah, there you go. Friday, I've got these 3 time slots. During the school year, I'm in front of kids at Oxbow here, so I won't be available during the day. I'll keep these same afternoon hours. If my internet, if EC Fiber gets me connected shortly, and they're saying they're gonna, I could do some evening office hours too. I don't want to come back down to school to use the internet to do that. I mean, I will occasionally, but I'm here today on a summer day, so. And then Saturdays I try to keep the mornings open. Sundays I usually am down here at Oxbow getting ready for the week, either doing CCV or getting ready for Oxbow. And I am available in the morning on Sunday. I just don't have any scheduled time, so you'd have to reach out to me. Give me some lead time. Not going to happen if you wait to, like, if you wanted help today. What is it? It's 8 o'clock. Yeah, you wouldn't see any time for today because you got to plan ahead by 12 hours. Okay. I guess that's it. Yeah, and email me. You can message me. You can use. Am I in here as a student? Yeah, the inbox works well. Well, see, I'm in here as a student, and you can see you can see all the students that have reached out to me. Inbox works well. It's a nice little messaging system. You can also email me through Outlook. You're going to see my YouTube email. Don't use that. That's my Gmail account. I rarely look at it. I think I've got it set up to forward, but either email me at let's see, courses. Let's come back here. Let me come back. I think I have my email right here. Yeah, I can email me here at my CCV address, or you can message me through the inbox outside, okay? All right, I guess that's it. It's probably a long enough video. Let me know what you need. Remember, I'm here to help. I want to help you. Make sure you look at the weekly overview each week. Okay. I don't have week 1 open yet here on the course, but it'll be there. It'll be here today probably. So okay, I'm gonna end this video. I'm here to help. Please use me.